Hey guys, Deadcat here, and today I wanted to talk about my experience with the survival mode on Fallout 4 on consoles. And I'm gonna tell you how you can experience it, somewhat like the PC players at the moment, which have this new survival mode on the beta. Um, as you know, the console players still don't have the new survival mode, so we still have to try to do it as best as we can without um, survival mode. So I'm gonna tell you today how you can play the game like the survival mode on PC. So let's get into it. So first of all, I set myself some restrictions. No fast travel, only saving when sleeping, and I try to pick up as well, not too many things. I try to do as much inventory management as possible. Um, The problem was that I don't have these restrictions from the game, so I often get tempted to fast travel. But if I can get over it, it's really fun. In the background, I will you will see my gameplay of a new character I created, which I purely made for the survival mode. Well, the one I created for consoles, not the one which is coming out later. Um, and I will have the text up there which will show you the safe houses I created. Not all of them are settlements, but well, that's kind of the fun of it. You can just make random houses in the Commonwealth with safe house, because some containers just don't respawn. So you can store your stuff in it, and you are kind of creating routes you're walking in. And I'm gonna show you this today. In the gameplay in the background, I'm gonna walk to Sanctuary to get some supply lines going, and generally managing my settlements. At the moment, I'm at Hangman's Alley, which is, well, my city settlement if I have to go to Diamond City or any other big city like Good Neighbor. And my companion is going to be Ada. The thing with Ada and the whole Automatron DLC is that these robots are really overpowered, and when playing on the survival mode we have now, enemies are just bullet sponges. But it's kind of good because you are not really scared, but you want to avoid them because they will just kill you. So yeah, that's a good part. In the background you will see me taking on some raiders which are settling down in my supply line, and I don't really want to avoid them because I don't want to avoid them every time and sneak there. So yeah, Ada's gonna really help me here because these robots are so overpowered, and when you walk all the way you scavenge so much stuff, so you can really upgrade them. I think that's really great. These robots are really made for the new survival mode update. Other than that, it's really important you have your routes and you plan before going, even though the survival mode update is still not out. So it's really good. You will see me taking many guns from my enemies because I can sell them, and yeah, money is life in this game. Yeah, I've played around, let's say, 30 hours with this character by now, and I think it's one of the best Fallout 4 experience. Can't wait for the not the Automatron, the survival mode update, which will probably be out in the next 2 days or so. Probably after the Wasteland Workshop, which is coming next week. Other than that, I get many legendary weapons which I can sell. Also, some are really good, but most of them are like you saw me just picking up a board, a legendary. They aren't really useful. So yeah, I can sell these and buy new stuff off them. I'm also good is sleeping like in. It really makes sense now, sleeping in Diamond City and stuff, something you wouldn't really do or you would never do in the normal mode. So yeah, I sleep in Diamond City for 10 caps, and then I go back and plan my routes so I don't arrive at night and at day and stuff like that. That's really fun. So Um, Mostly the survival mode is about getting money, and I'm just seeing these parts, these radar parts would give me so much money. Why didn't I pick them up? Yeah, these are like the things you have to make decisions. You can't carry too much. Again, Ada and other robots you build are really good for this stuff. For instance, you could just build a giant sentry bot that carries all of your stuff. And yeah, I think the Automatron DLC goes really well with the new survival update. And in the background you will see I'm almost at my next checkpoint, which is near the CIT ruins, or the campus. Again, it's not a settlement, it's really nothing, but it has a bed, and yeah, it's actually pretty good for survival mode. So I think that's great. You may hear the gunfire, but yeah, you have to, even though Ada is really overpowered, you still have to look out for super mutants, because they are really overpowered if they have the suiciders, and you can't really do anything with it, really. This place is where I normally store all my stuff. I throw it in this grave, and it's really good. Also, I set myself like the restriction not to use many stim packs, but only eat to regenerate health. And I think that's a really good restriction, because it makes you play more carefully and think out your stuff. And I think overall it's a great experience. Yeah, playing it like this isn't really as good as the new survival mode for which is coming out later, but at least it's something, right? So even though you don't have all the diseases, you aren't restricted by the game, so you could cheat, which I was kind of tempted sometimes, but still I pulled it off, and I'm already, well, not really already, I have so many level 100 and above characters, but I'm ready, level 20 just by walking around. I don't do many missions, and I haven't really progressed far into the story, but I think it's actually pretty good not to be always on any missions. Just walking around is really fun, and managing settlements. So I think it's more for like a player that likes the settlements, and yeah, that likes walking. Not really liking walking, but playing more like a survival mode. You can do it with you only live once challenge, which would be pretty fun. But again, this is my first safe house, which is just a normal red rocket you would just walk around, but it's really important, even though I don't have to sleep. But like I said, I set myself a restriction to save and sleep, and with that, this house is really important because it has 2 workbenches, and yeah. Also, you get into more random encounters, which sometimes are really cool. Like, these random encounters can be really cool, and you normally don't see too many of them because you're just fast traveling everywhere. But when you walk everywhere, it's really cool. So I like that part. I can't wait for any survival mode update. But yeah, Wasteland Workshop is gonna be next week. I can't wait for that. It goes really good again with the survival mode, because you can build so much stuff, and survival mode really relies on the workshops, on the settlements. So I can't wait for that. But it's my most anticipated DLC. Even though many people like Far Harbor, I'm super excited for that too. But Wasteland Workshop is just my dream coming true. It's I think it's gonna be great. And seeing that it's coming out next week, together with survival mode, together with Wasteland Workshop, which is coming later, and mods, yeah, I can't wait for that. This is Cat. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Stay tuned for more content and for Wasteland Workshop coverage. Okay guys, bye.